Oh, Spartans! We are back with another episode of Overkill Trading. Tapping in today, starting off with a perfect trade setup, just like we always do. This one's on Dogecoin. Dogecoin gave us the ripski over the last couple of weeks. And folks, this setup was prime time. Okay, we had the breakout over the 50-week moving average. That is our light blue line. That is the yearly average price. We had the pullback into it. We had the doji candle off of it. And we had the ripski. Okay, if you're entering on our indicators, green dot signal down there, okay, you are up a whopping 145% off of this trade. Rock 'em. Okay, so we're actually still technically holding. I sold all of my position. I actually rolled all my position. I got out at about 17, but this thing's going to move on Sunday. So our sell target is always when this blue stochastic line is hitting that white dotted line. So if you guys are asking me, hey, should I sell? Should I sell? I'd say pull up the indicator. And if it's touching this white dotted line, then yes, you should sell, because that identifies where we are, right, in the scheme of things. Up there, that's the meat of the trade. Okay, we want to buy when it's down here and sell when it's up here. We're trading the waves. Okay, we're trading the waves. Buy low, sell high. It's really that simple. Okay, and we're just trading the waves. Okay, we're not forever holders. We're not day traders. We are longer term swing traders here. So we trade a weekly chart. We have a set of rules over here inside of our Discord channel that you guys can get access to. Okay, I go over these every single video because I want you guys to understand what it is that we are doing here and why it is we are doing what we are doing. Okay, what and why. So first things first, I just said we trade a weekly chart. We're not day traders. We're not trying to make 1 or 2% or 5%. We're trying to make 100 to 200% off these trades, folks. Those are the setups we're looking for. Okay, this is a perfect setup. So again, we're on a weekly chart. That's rule number 1. Number 2, we only buy assets trending above. That's right, you guessed it, the 50-week moving average, the 50-week EMA. Okay, that is our yearly average price. That is our light blue line on the chart. Let me use Dogecoin as an example here. Okay, you can see when it breaks down below it, okay, we then go into a downtrend. This is a bear market when we're below it. When we're below the 50, when we're below the yearly average moving price, okay, we are in a bear market. When we break out over it, we then go into a bull market. And these trends continue for a long period of time. Okay, so you can see this bear market lasted from 2021 in December till today, and that's about 2 years. 2 years of downward action. So again, as swing traders, we don't want to trade against the trend. That is why we have rule number 2. We only buy assets trending above the 50-week, and we trade crypto and stocks here. Okay, we got stocks in our playlist that we're going to hit here in just a second, but that is rule number 2. And rule number 3 is we enter and exit positions using the trading indicator. The trading indicator is our software down here. Okay, the green dots mean buy. We want to get in on the week of the green dot or the week before. Again, if you get good at this, you can literally time these things when they're going to come. So you can get in the week before and actually benefit from that, you know. But ideally, we want to enter the week of. We don't want to buy now, right? Because we've already had this massive move. We don't want to get crushed. Okay, so we want to buy using the indicator. If you guys don't have the trading indicator, there's a link in the description that you guys can go download it. It's right here. I'm actually going to give one of these away today. Okay, all you got to do is get this video to 100 likes. 100 likes, and I will give away a trading indicator, meaning you guys will be able to just click a button and load this into your trading view chart. And I want to do that. I want to do that this week. I want to try to give away an indicator to somebody. So if we can get this video, we've been about 60 to 70 the last couple of weeks. I want to see if we can hit 100. If we can hit 100, I will give away one trading indicator to somebody over there in the Discord. And again, if that thing hits 100 likes, we will then do the giveaway down here in the channel. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, if we can get the 50 likes, I'll do $100. Okay, so we'll do this. Okay, we'll do this. Trading indicator at 100. So 50 likes, I'll give away $100 worth of BTC. 75 likes, I'll give away $250 worth of BTC. And 100 likes, I'll give away a trading indicator on this video by Wednesday. I will be doing the drawing on Wednesday. So make sure you guys smash the like, baby. Let's go. Okay, we're just getting started. Okay, let's go back to the trading rules real quick. Okay, green means up and red means down. So red obviously means the direction is going to the downside. Okay, so we want to buy when the trend shifts. You saw the breakout, the pullback into it. Our target buys are always near that 50-week moving average. That is the perfect time to be buying because, again, we identified the breakout and the pullback into it. Over here, we identified the breakdown, the up into it. This is where you wanted to short right here. Okay, it's the same thing but inverse in a bear market. Okay, so right now I wouldn't be shorting anything. Okay, but I would be expecting a pullback eventually, right? There's eventually going to be profit taking on some of these names, and people are going to get crushed. Okay, because right now Dogecoin itself is sitting 60% off of its yearly average price. So it's up in profit taking territory. That's why I sold it. On Sunday, again, this is going to move up higher. I'm going to guess it's going to be around 90 to 95. And again, we're looking to sell in this area up here. When the stochastic is up here, our cheat sheet says never try to get out at the top. We want to sell into it. We want to sell into the top. Okay, never trying to hit home runs. We're trying to hit singles and doubles. Okay, 141% trade is that's a triple to me. Okay, it's not quite well, that's a home run actually to me. But again, if you're going for the 10x thinking this thing's going to go up to $1 tomorrow, okay, you got the wrong idea because we want to buy the pullbacks now. So we're playing more on the safe side, right? We're still holding and we're getting close. I think we're 3 to 4 weeks out of being at the top. Okay, and we'll look at Bitcoin's chart here in just a second as well. So Dogecoin was the perfect trade setup. Let's see if we got some more rules over here. Don't be greedy, folks. What I just said. Take profits when necessary. Okay, don't be a forever holder and get crushed. You guys remember the GameStop saga back in COVID? Okay, what happened? Oh, we're never going down, right? We're going to hold forever. We're going to hold forever. It's at $124. Yeah. We're going to hold forever. You remember all the people saying they're never going to sell, never going to sell? Boom. That thing got crushed from $127 all the way down to $11. That's a 90% drop. And where did it drop into? It dropped into the 50-week moving average. Would you look at that? Okay, the 50-week moving average and then ripped. Okay, so don't be this guy that's up from $4 up to 120, up 100,000% or whatever that is, and just saying you're going to hold. Just play the indicator, folks. Don't be greedy. If the stochastic is up here, you want to sell because these markets don't just go straight up. They always pull back, and normally they'll pull back into the 50-week. That's why we use that mean, right? That average price. Okay, the 50-week moving average, the mean. Okay, we want to we don't want to buy the breakout. We want to identify the breakout and then buy the pullback into it. You want to buy before the mania. Right now we're in mania on the crypto markets, at least. I think we're right here in enthusiasm, and then I think we're 2 or 3 weeks away from being up here. Okay, I think things are just going to go nuts. I think things are going to blow off here, and it's going to get everybody into the market, and then they're going to dump it on us again, and we're going to go into a little bit of a correction. Okay, because look at Bitcoin. Let's go to Bitcoin's chart here. Okay, same thing here. What happened back here in 2022? Boom, we broke below the 50, and we went into a bear market. Okay, what did we do over here? I mean, we've never really... Here was the breakout over the 50. Boom, rip. Okay, breakout over the 50, pull back, rip. Okay, same thing here. Pull back into the 50, pull back into the 50, pull back into the 50. Okay, pull back into the 50, rip. That's what we're looking for. And right now, would you guys want to buy your groceries at a 45% premium? You're 45% off of the mean right now. You're 45% off of the mean. When you get to 50, 60, 70%, that's where you need to start thinking about taking profits because you're up over hundreds of percent. Guys, you only have to make 100% like 11 times. You only have to make 100% 11 times with $500, meaning if you pull out your calculator right now and you type in 500 and you multiply it by 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, so you're reinvesting your profits and then multiplying it again. If you start with $500, you only have to do that 11 times to have over $1 million. So if you're going for the 100x trades or whatever the case may be, okay, you don't need to do that. We need to hit singles and doubles. If a single is 100% trade, I will hit a single all freaking day long, folks. The majority of people are only making 5% on their money a year, and some aren't even making that. Okay, some are actually losing. Okay, and if we're making 100% every few months off of being patient, just trading a weekly chart, folks, that's what we want to do. We don't want to sit in front of our computers for 8-10 hours a day and trade. That's not living. Okay, we want to enjoy our time. We literally look at these charts on Wednesdays and Saturdays together. Every Wednesday, every Saturday. Besides coming up here, because I am going on vacation to see some family, so I don't know how the videos are going to work, so I'll keep you guys updated. I will be active in the Discord while while I'm away from the office. But there's not going to be any videos here on Wednesday and Saturday. There might be random ones dropping throughout the week, so just make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated on that. But again, very active over here in the Discord. We have a massive community of members, okay, a community of Spartans over here. Okay, we're all winning over here, folks. Ain't nobody losing over here right now. Okay, we're on. Okay, there's something special going on over here. So shout out to the Overkill Army. Shout out to the Spartans, the recruits, all the new people. We've had a massive influx of new people over the last week. Okay, I'm just loving the growth in the channel. I'm loving the community, folks. Again, this channel's not about me, not about you. It's about the community. That's what it's all about. I might be the one out in front, but folks, I do this for you guys. You guys keep me accountable, and I got mad appreciation for everybody. So with that being said, we got I'm going to hit the purple list today. So this is our watch list. This list can be found down here in the Overkill watch list, posted right here. So if you click this link, it'll actually pull up in your TradingView account, and you guys can look at the charts yourselves. And yeah, let's get into it. And then we also got some chart requests over here from the Discord too. I'll be hitting all of these. Thank you guys for your requests. We got a bunch of names we're going to be covering today. And if your name is not in the chart request, it's already in the look at the buy list. So we're going to cover all those names. If you guys got chart requests for next week's video, just drop them in there. Again, we'll be answering those on Wednesday. Wednesday will be the last video for a couple weeks. And then after that, it'll be strictly Discord and probably Twitter. So until I get back in the office at least. So let's dive in here. We got Bitcoin coming up here. I mean, folks, where are we at on Bitcoin? Okay, look where we're at. Okay, we're right up there at the 100 line. So as a trader, not a long-term Bitcoin maxist, right? I'm not a forever holder. Like I told you guys, I don't do that. Okay, I want to get in when the price is low and I want to sell when it's high. Okay, it sounds so corny to me. Someone was making fun of me on TikTok the other day saying buy low. Yeah, it's really that simple, guys. Like, you just buy when it's low and sell when it's high. That's all you got to do. We're using AI to time these trades. This isn't me calling this out. This is this indicator calling it out, okay? I just know how to read the indicator. And again, you guys have access to the same tools that I do, okay? You have access to the same exact tools that I do, and you could use it yourself, okay? Because I don't want to be the guy telling you guys when to buy and sell all the time. I get a lot of people reaching out to me, DMing me like, what should I do? What should I do? Dude, read my rules, man. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm selling Bitcoin here at 70K. Okay, or I'm thinking about taking some off the table, at least selling half the position and maybe let the rest ride. But I mean, we're getting really, really close on Bitcoin. So what I think is going to happen is I think people are going to sell their Bitcoin and rotate out of it into other names, into other altcoins that haven't quite hit the 100 yet. So that's what I did last week. You guys saw all my trades pop off over here. I pretty much just rolled all of my positions into two positions. So I am now holding VET and XLM. Those are my only two holdings. Look how much room XLM has to run here. Okay, we're only sitting at 80. Okay, I want to sell at 100. Bitcoin, why would I be holding Bitcoin at 98? Okay, I want to roll this into something like this that has a little bit more meat on the bone, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, another thing I want to point out with XLM, I saw you guys talking about it in chat today. Look at this monthly dot on XLM. Okay, and again, you guys know I hold this, but this is a major signal on the monthly. The green monthly dots are literally the most bullish indication that you can get on any chart. Okay, you saw Bitcoin's come back here at in January when it was 18K. Okay, boom, look at that. Boom, that called the exact bottom just like it called the exact top up here. That was the indication that we bought it. We called that out at 18K. We called the bottom on Bitcoin at 18K. You guys were here. Some of you were. Okay, and now look where we're at up here. Okay, the wave's getting pretty overextended. I'm not saying we have don't have a couple more months, but eventually that's going to top out and we're going to get a pullback like this. Okay, I don't know when that's going to be, but I'm going to let the indicator tell me on the monthly. But you can see right here on Bitcoin as well. Boom, there was a green dot there. That was at 27K on Bitcoin. So you got two green dots here on Bitcoin that were really nice trades. Okay, both probably around 100% moves. Okay, this one was like 120 here. Okay, from 26 all the way up to 70. Beautiful trade. But my point is, okay, why would I be buying Bitcoin up here when I could be buying XLM on the month, on the candle that's giving me the monthly green dot? That is why I'm buying XLM, folks. It's not because I'm in love with the project. It's not because I think it's a cool project or does it have utility? Yes, absolutely. Okay, and another thing I'm noticing is we did have that big sell-off. And what else did we get here? What is this? You guys know what this is? This is another technical indication right here. A signal or a sign that a reversal is happening. Okay, that is when the 50 EMA, the 50 EMA, and again, you guys can get both of these, all the EMAs that I use loaded into the chart, the trading indicator, everything you need over in the Discord. Okay, comes down into the 200, boom, and gets sucked right back up. That means they just stopped everybody out that didn't belong, and they sucked it right back up, and now where's the price going? We're now grinding above the 9-day moving average. So what I'm looking at here is a golden cross. This is a golden cross. A golden cross is when the 50 EMA crosses the 200 EMA. Okay, those two lines cross. On the daily chart, that is extremely, extremely bullish. Okay, on the weekly, it doesn't happen too much. Okay, but it's going in for the cross. Okay, I mean, it's you can see, down, okay, flatten out. Okay, I mean, if I'm a betting man, I'm betting that this is going to break out to the upside. Okay, with this indication, right? There's one extremely bullish signal. Here's two. Okay, and then look how much room we got on the weekly blue wave. I mean, we got a massive amount, and we got room to go on the RSI. So that is why. And when this thing gets up here to 100, that's when I'll take my profits on XLM. Okay, and then VeChain, same thing. We still got room to go on VeChain. Okay, it's putting in a nice doji right there. So the current stop loss on this is around 4 cents right there. It's got to hold 4 cents. The daily chart, though, look at that. We got a green dot on the daily here. So that thing's coming down. Okay, where's the stochastic on the daily? The daily's the lighter, the smaller time frame, right? So we can identify that the trend is up here on the weekly and that we're not topped out yet because, again, we're not on that 100 line. So now we can get into the daily and we can time our entries and see what's going on a smaller time frame. So each one of these bars is 1 week's worth of time. Okay, and each one of these is 1 day's worth of time. So technically 7 of these bars equals 1 of these weeks, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's math. So 7 of these added up. Okay, the last 7 of these added up equals this. Okay, and we get new candles on Sunday. Okay, new candles every Sunday. So those are the 2 positions I'm currently holding. We're gonna look at some of these names too. This is the looking to buy list. So again, these are stocks and cryptocurrencies we're actively watching for entries. Specifically, everything that I just covered today. We're looking for those kind of signals, those kind of indications that yes, we are setting up for a trade here. But something on Bitcoin, like absolutely profit taken up here. Okay, thinking about taking profits, probably selling half. I would already sold half my position. I don't know why you'd want to hold Bitcoin forever. I mean, back to people are calling for 100K, but 100K is only 30% more, right? The meat of the trade is over, folks. I mean, you already made 65% off of this signal. You're already up 65%. So you're trying to squeeze out now another 20 or 30 with the risk of, dipping off or whatever the case may be. Again, really close there on Bitcoin. I want to take a look at QQQ. QQQ, this tech stocks are just grinding up. So again, we'll look to buy stocks again when we come back down here to the 50 like we did over here in October. Okay, beautiful setup here on tech stocks here. Bang, that was the entry candle right off of our what? Right off of our mean. Rip. Okay, nice move there again. We're not buying up here, though. Okay, we're not sheep. We're not trading with the herd. Okay, the move has already happened. Okay, if it keeps going, wonderful. The meat of the move is already over. I'm not buying when something's up 20 weeks in a row. This is like 25 weeks in a row up. Okay, red dot's coming soon. Last time we got a red dot on the SPY was back here in July. And look what happened. We went down for 3 months. Okay, who wants to hold through a 3-month downtrend? Not me. I don't. That's why I don't care to get out at the top, because I'm going to re-enter eventually when I get my setup again. Okay, I'm patient. We have 55 stocks in cryptos in this list, meaning we just have to find one setup to take position, right? We don't need, we're constantly scanning these charts. You guys are constantly requesting charts, so we're constantly finding new names and new setups every single week. Okay, it's just something that takes consistency and staying on top of. You gotta be in front of the market. Okay, everybody else is just buying because Jim Cramer said so. Everybody else is just buying because Twitter's saying to do it, and Twitter's saying, "Oh my gosh, look at this! I just turned $100 into $1 million. Okay, you should go buy the coin now." No, we don't want to buy when it's too late, right? We don't want to buy the tops, and that's just what I've pointed out is how you measure. What is the top, folks? We use AI to measure where the top is. We want to sell the top of the wave. Can it keep going after we hit 100? Yes, for a little while, right? And then it will eventually pull back and give you another signal here. Bang. So we want to anticipate. We want to get out before the red dot, but we want to get in on or the week before the green. That is the goal here. Okay. So again, stocks are looking extremely oversold or overbought. I mean, look at this. Boom. Pull back. Boom. I'm thinking of pullbacks coming on tech. And I think there's going to be rotation out of Bitcoin here in the next month. Okay, coming up into the halvening, that's going to be a perfect sell the news event, I believe, folks. I think that's going to be the perfect sell the news event. Oh, it's the Bitcoin halvening. Dump. Okay, so if you got Bitcoin, kudos. I mean, you are up a massive amount. I've seen some of the gains in the Discord channel, right? People that were getting in over here at 26. People even were getting in over here at 18 when we called the bottom off the monthly. So, I mean, folks, we're just staying on top of this stuff. Nothing's getting by us, and nothing will get by us as long as we continue to stay consistent. Okay, and that's what we're going to do. Be consistent in your trading. You got to have a plan, folks. If you don't have a plan, you're going to get crushed. Okay, I posted yesterday. I made a post. If your goal is not to sell, okay, if your selling plan is not when this stochastic hits 100, then what is your plan? I would like to know in the comments. If you have a better sell strategy than that, than what I have, okay, because this is mine. As soon as that hits 100 or gets really close to it, like you saw on Bitcoin, okay, I'm out. I'm done. Okay, I don't care if it goes up to 100 and I miss out on 20%. I made the meat of my trade right here. Okay, I do never want to time the top. I want to get out before that stupid phase where they're just going nuts. Okay, if this thing goes to 100K, it's going to bring so many people in. Like, because the whole thing with this, folks, is the media, they play with us. They own, the people with all the money own all these media channels. I mean, I'm talking about Zuckerberg, Elon Musk. They own everything, okay? They control the narrative. I don't care what you think or what you say. They all control it. CNBC, CNN, all these places, Fox News, okay? These are the people with billions and billions of dollars. So in order for them to sell their bags, meaning in order for them to sell their Bitcoin, they need a buyer. They need a buyer. So who better to sell it to than the sheep that are just lining up to get slaughtered? And I wish it always wasn't like this, but this is how the markets move, folks. This is how they work. It's all off psychology, okay? Again, there always is a buyer and there's always a seller. So in order for them to sell, they need buyers. So where do they find buyers? They find buyers by pushing out the media, right? Oh, Bitcoin's going to $1 million trillion. And you know what I'm saying? Like they're just pumping it, getting everybody excited. Oh my gosh, this is great, you know? And then crushed. Okay, crushed. Okay, that's why we're not playing. We're just not sheep, folks. We're Spartans. We're here to take over. Okay, we're here to take over. And Bitcoin, yes, it may have a little bit of juice. Maybe it goes and hits 80K, but the majority of the trade is over. Right, our trade as weekly traders is over. Okay, I would be looking to take profits and roll it into something else to get another nice little move like that. Okay, let's start here with Carvana. Again, profit-taking territory. Okay, these are probably going to be pretty quick today because a lot of them are in profit-taking territory. Again, everything's looking overextended. We're going up into this. We're getting into this greed area now. I can feel it. I can smell it. Okay, I can smell this. Okay, we're getting up there. And this is like right where we want to be. I mean, this is right where we want to be for profit-taking. Okay, so as soon as your asset gets to up here in this area, you're going to want to sell. But no way I'm touching Carvana up here. I'd be profit taking or waiting. ARBK, this is a stock we called out a few weeks ago. I like the daily. I like where the daily's at on the shorter term. We're putting in almost a triple bottom here. So we sold off, okay, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, we're getting a doji now, and that green dot's probably coming here in a few days. So I would say as long as this thing holds, I'm going to call it 165. That's the bottom where we hit right there. So just call it 160. I'd set a stop loss at 160 on this. But this is called Argo Blockchain. It's a penny stock that obviously has something to do with blockchain and cryptocurrency. So if crypto continues to run, I think a name like this will capitalize. It's kind of like a Riot or a Mara, but a lot lower market cap. ARBK. This one's on the watch list. And I'd look to enter now with a stop loss at 65 because I think that dot's coming here real soon. Okay, 165 has to be the stop too. Again, I think I skipped that rule. We always use a stop loss. We gotta protect our investments, right? Meaning we're setting a stop loss where we take the trade. So if we're taking a trade on this candle, our stop loss is at this one, okay, off that last red one. So I'd call it. I never put it right at the exact level at like 40.28. I'll put it a little bit lower. So I'll put it at like 39. Okay, because again, the whales can flush it down and get your stop loss out if they want to. Okay, so I'd always put it a little bit below that level. Okay, so on this one, Carvana, our trade setup would have been like 39 right there. Here's Coinbase. Someone asked me if they should buy this here. I wouldn't be. I would have already been in here, folks. I would have been in right here at 126. I'd be writing it out right now. Okay, writing it out, waiting for the stochastic to get closer to 100. I think this has a couple more weeks in it as well. This is Coinbase. They've had some outages though in their platform for a while. A few times throughout the last couple of weeks I've noticed, and it's a little concerning, to see your balance just be sitting at zero. But who knows? They're saying it's the traffic of the website, and there's just too many people on it, so on and so forth. And as we continue to adapt, I hope they can figure out how to control that. But their stock doesn't care. Their stock doesn't care, and this thing's just going parabolic. So I'd put a stop loss probably at 206 if you own it. I mean, right in that area. I mean, look where we are on the daily. It's very overextended here. So it'll be interesting to see where this thing opens up on Monday, but this was already a really nice trade. Okay, that was 100%. So you made your 100%, now you can get out. This was a perfect trade setup. I capitalized on this one back in October. Okay, again, another perfect setup here on Coinbase. The rip up over the 50, the pull back into it. Okay, what do we see here? Consolidation. Okay, what does that look like? Okay, that looks like a stealth phase to me. Okay, nobody's talking about it. Not going way up or way down or moving really fast or going... No, we're just consolidating. Smart money phase, stealth, right? Quiet here. We're quiet. No one's really talking about it. But I called this thing out, folks. I called this out on the green dot. I made probably around 60% on the trade. 60 or 70%. Again, the breakout over it after a long downtrend, a long bear market. Boom, here comes the break. Bang. Rip back into it. Go sideways. Rip. Okay, what happened again? Boom, pulled back into what? Right near the, yes, that's the mean, the 50-week moving average. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Bang, there's the doji. Rip. And this thing looks like it's got some meat on the bone left. So I'd say probably 1, 2, maybe 3 more weeks of upward action on this. And I'd be in here on the daily, probably timing my trades off the stochastic. But this thing just looks like it wants to rip, dude. I mean, this thing just looks like it's... whoever capitalized on this, congratulations. I think we're going to probably move up into April. And I think April is going to be a big selling opportunity. I think April is definitely going to be the top. April or May, we're going to see a significant pullback, a significant correction. All these names are going to pull back into this 50. It's going to happen. They're going to pull back. Bitcoin's going to probably pull back to probably in the 38 to, I'd say 38 to 45, maybe 40, maybe 50 just to be safe. Okay, somewhere between 40 and 50, I think we'll see Bitcoin by May. Okay, that's just my prediction. Because, again, we're running really hot right now. And we need a correction, right? We had a little tiny one the other day, but there's so many buyers in the market right now. They're just ripping it. Here's A-Firm. So what I like about A-Firm, this is a fintech stock as well. Okay, this one's one that has had the pullback here. So we're not quite at that 50-week yet, but we're getting close. One thing I do notice is the stochastic RSI sitting on the floor here. So the next thing that we could wait for is one of our green dots on the indicator. Okay, boom. When that thing comes, it will be called out over here. If you guys remember, you guys get all these alerts. Okay, you get all these alerts over here. These things call out all the green and red dots. You guys have absolute full access to that over there in the Discord. So when that thing prints, that's going to set up for a buying opportunity. This is a stock I'm going to want to buy. Why? Because we just broke out of a massive bear market, and we're now in a bull market. Okay, so we're pulling back into our mean now. I want to buy A-Firm like at $30. I think that'd be a legendary entry right there. Okay, so this one's up there at the top. I like ARBK and A-Firm for potential buys. I think ARBK is more risky, but I mean, that thing's setting up really nice here. As long as it holds 65, that's a really nice trade. Okay, a really nice entry there. Okay, the stochastic isn't quite on the floor yet, but it's just chopping around right now. Very volatile, very volatile. So it needs to hold 165. A-Firm's my second best for today. Dogecoin, again, I told you guys I sold at about 17. Okay, this thing will probably be around 90 next week. Again, I like my chances more with XLM because XLM hasn't really moved. XLM's only up like 20%, 30% off of its signal down here. Okay, it's from 10 to, well, I guess that's around 40%. But again, Dogecoin's up 147% or something like that. Okay, so what I do, I took profits because, again, we already had the big move. Again, yes, it could go up here to 30 cents. Big whoop. Okay, that's only another 40% or so. Okay, but I sold all my profits. I made like 130% on this trade, and I rolled it into XLM because I want to do it again. Okay, so I'm more of a profit taker and a holder on Dodge here, and this thing looks like it wants to continue too. I mean, folks, these markets look insane. Like, if I look at the daily charts of these, this is a massive. I mean, we're setting up right here, dude. Like, I think the lid's about to blow off, folks. I think they're gonna send this shit to the moon. I think they're about to moon. I think they're about to moon some of these names. I think there's gonna be a massive rotation out of Bitcoin into some of these altcoins, and it's gonna be crazy. Like, it's going to be crazy, folks. I mean, we could probably see a 25-cent, 35-cent Dogecoin in the next 2 weeks. It's possible. We're not at the top yet. We're not there yet, but we're close. Okay, we're getting close. Like I said, we're in this territory right now, I believe. Okay, right up in here. Like, we're right at the mark, and I think there's going to be a big old blow off, and then they're going to dump it down. Here's Robinhood. Robinhood also profit taking here. Some of you capitalized on this as well. That's a 57% trade there. Okay, beautiful setup there. Breakout over it, pull back into it, rip. Okay, it's on our looking to buy list now because we want to buy the pullback. So the next time that this blue stochastic line comes back down here on the floor, this is where we're going to want to be taking entries, okay? Because that will most likely be above the 50 now that we have broken out. Again, once we break out above it, that trend normally will continue for a year or two. It'll continue to be up. So we want to buy all the pullbacks, the corrections during that time of upward action. Okay, here's MSTR. Okay, this is Sailor's Company again, just freaking mobbing here, just absolutely ripping. Another one that we called out here. Okay, once again, got our setup here. Boom, rip up, pull back into it. Rip up, pull back into it. Rip up. I mean, that's just. I mean, you could have doubled up 3 times here in the last year on this name. Okay, up, down, rip, down, rip, down. Okay, again, not buying six bars up. We're not going to be the sheep. But this is going to be, I mean, this is indicating, yes, we're getting it, folks. We're getting into something here. We're getting into freaking this territory. Like, we're definitely on the way here. Like, we're about to go in. Like, paradigm phase is coming by April. I think the next 2 weeks are going to be nuts. Look at the volume on this. That's just ridiculous. That's absolutely insane. Okay, so again, this stochastic is going to move up higher when the new candle comes on Monday, because this is a stock. So I'm going to guess it's going to be in the 90 range. Okay, I mean, that's getting real close. Again, a very nice trade here. I mean, this is textbook, 188% on your money. You put $10,000 in, you now have $28,000. Okay, congratulations. Let's go find the next one. Okay, not buying up here and getting crushed like the rest of the sheep are going to get. Okay, because this guy's been all over CNBC lately. This MicroStrategy guy. He's on CNBC pumping it up every week now. Okay, that is not the time I want to be buying. I don't want to buy after the public attention. Okay, we get the smart money phase. That's when things are quiet. Nobody's talking about Bitcoin down here at 18K. CNBC ain't talking about it down here. Why is that, folks? Why aren't they talking about it down here? Because they don't want you buying it. Okay, that is the simple explanation. They want you selling it down here. You just held your Bitcoin from 70K all the way down to 18. Your portfolio just went from 70 to 18K. You're not feeling very good. You're like, oh, I'm going to quit. And don't get me wrong. I've seen 1 million people quit in our Discord over that last bear market. I almost even quit, folks. I almost gave this up. Okay? But I knew from what we have studied here and what we have been learning over the last few years that this is not the time to quit. And y'all are seeing that now. Y'all are seeing it. You quit on everything. Don't quit. Okay? Learn from your mistakes. Let's learn from our mistakes. Next time, we're not going to be buying crypto, right? If we are in a downtrend, if we are down below the 50, we're no longer buying those assets. That's why everyone lost money over the last year, because we were buying these green dots in a downtrend. We want to buy the green dots in an uptrend. And there's always a bull market somewhere. If it's not crypto, it's stocks. If it's not stocks, it's gold and silver. If it's not gold and silver, it's Forex. There's 1 million different assets we could trade. Okay, but right now, and I've been saying this since pretty much 2023 is that now is the time to buy crypto. Why? Because the monthly indicator told us so. And we also got the cross and the breakout over the 50 there. Okay, it's been time. Okay, now people are starting to get back into it. All those people that quit, they're starting to look at the charts again, and they're starting to pump it back up. Folks, this is the psychology of the market. This is the psychology of everything. Okay, you got to be on the right side of the trade, folks. And luckily, we have a community that holds each other accountable. Okay, we know where we're at all times, every week. Okay, and we're literally just putting in a couple hours a week, right? We're looking at charts on Wednesday and on Saturday, like today. Every day, new videos dropping right here on YouTube, baby. Smash that like. Again, we got a massive giveaway coming up here, folks. You guys want an indicator? You guys want the trading indicator? I want to give one away for free. Okay, smash that freaking like. Let's get to 100 likes, and I'll give one of those away in Wednesday's video. If we get to 75 likes, I'll give away $250 worth of Bitcoin, and if we get to 50 likes on this video, I'll give away $100 worth of Bitcoin. Smash that like. I appreciate you guys watching and appreciate your time. Let me know who's watching. Drop a down in the comments section if you're still rocking with it, baby. Let's go. Okay, we're in the building. Okay, Overkill Army's here to take over. Okay, the Spartans are coming for the necks, folks. Yep. PRO, Proppy. This one's on Coinbase, another stock. This one looks really good here. I really like this setup. Okay, stochastic is only at 42 right now. Okay, that's tiny. Okay, watch for some of these altcoins. This one's setting up real nice, folks. I'm putting this one at the top of the list for the day. Okay, 45 cents is our stop loss, but that's a beautiful entry. Hopefully you got in last week off the dot. You were in at a little cheaper price there. Okay, you got about 10% more risk added on, but 45 cents is your stop. This looks really good here. Okay, this looks really, really good. PRO looks good for an entry. What else we got? AI. Banging out here, folks. We called this one too. Oh my gosh. We identified this, okay? Double bottom, okay? That's when we break out above the 50. We come back. We didn't go into the 50 on this, but we were near it, right? And then it broke back up, came back down, touched the same exact spot we bottomed there, and did the ripski here. If you come over to the cheat sheet, folks, we got all the resources. We take care of you over here, okay? Double bottom, boom, down, up, down, rip. Okay, so a double bottom is when we hit the same level twice and then bounce. Hit the level, bounce. Okay, that was a perfect setup there on AI. And we also saw the monthly dot there last month as well. Okay, that was in, what was that, February? Yeah, today's March 9th. Okay, $23.50 is our stop loss. You can even move that up now. Move your stop loss up to $29.36. Okay, and expect some continuation. Again, we're not selling until this thing gets back up here in the 90s to 100. Hitting that dotted line just like it did right there. Okay, it got close right there, and it got close right there. That identified the tops for us. Okay, that was the top. Okay, sold off. Boom. There's the bottom. Okay, rip. Same thing here. Boom. Ripped up. Boom. Hit the top. Sold off. Okay, and this is also consolidation. We don't want to hold through consolidation either, folks. We don't want to be holding during this time where the price just isn't going anywhere. We want to catch the meat. We want the meat, folks. We don't want the scraps. We want the freaking meat. Okay, the scraps are up here. People trading. People are trading for the scraps. We want the meat of the trade. Does that make sense? Okay, boom. Down here, where's the stochastic? Boom. Green dot, ripski. Okay, we're back at the top now. Okay, and what happened? Boom. Came back down here. Boom. Signal, rip. Okay, came back down. Signal, rip. Okay, I think this one's on the way. Okay, looks good. 29's the stop loss on AI. Look at Snap, dude. Look at Snap. Okay, this thing's up 20% since we called it out. Okay, I just thought this was a prime time setup. I want to wait on this one. God, it just might recover, though. I knew this was an opportunity down here at $10. I didn't capitalize because I don't have any money in stocks right now. I don't have any money in my stock account. Okay, because I'm fully loaded on crypto because I believe crypto's a place to be at the moment. Okay, but I like this doji candle here on Snap. So if you want to play this, 1050 is the stop loss. Okay, obviously it's up 20% from where we were calling that out. But, you know, this thing could definitely have some continuation here. The best place I want to trade is when this stochastic on the daily comes back down now. I want to buy this. I want to buy Snap now when this thing's back on the floor. It showed me that they're bouncing off of 1050. Now I want to buy that first pullback, right? We want to buy that first pullback. So we just had this takeoff phase. Okay, now we want to buy the pullback. Okay, on the daily here. Okay, and I want to see where that comes. Okay, and if it continues to go here, I mean, this weekly chart looks really good. So my buy range is definitely down in this area from 1140 to 1050. If we sell off into that area, okay, that's going to be a good place. But again, I want to wait for the stochastic to get closer to zero to set up here. Okay, and I think it's going to happen. Last time we had this same pattern happen, big sell-off on earnings, boom. There was the doji, another little sell-off over the next month, and then it ripped. Okay, so Snapchat's on the list. Okay, I wouldn't say it's quite a buy yet, because I want to see what this thing does here next week. I mean, it was a buy at $10, in my opinion. But, again, 20% risk, so keep that in mind. Here's Swift. Okay, this was a 130% trade we had last week. Okay, we bought on this candle right here at about 2 cents. Thing went all the way up to 9. I sold it at about 7. I think I sold it at 0.07. But the daily's putting in a bull flag here. Okay, the next green dot will be the entry if you want to own it. But I'm playing that level right there at 5 cents. It cannot break 0.05. If that breaks, it'll probably come back down to 3. But 0.005 is your level on this one if you're still holding it. And it doesn't look too bad here. It looks like it might want some continuation. So use a stop loss no matter what you do at 0.005. That's your level. Here's Lyft. Lyft's lifting off here. Okay, getting pretty close. Again, our entry was right here. What do we see here? Breakout over it, pull back into it. I know this is really repetitive, guys, but like it's literally the setup. Like this is literally the setup here. If you can get this setup, it's like 90% right. 90% of the time it's going to be right. You're going to be right. Okay? And that, I mean, it just sets up every time. Every single time. Okay? Big pullback, breakout over it, pull back into it, rip. All day long, folks. We could trade that all day long. Okay? Beautiful trade here. Okay? That's about 100% racker there too. And it looks like it still wants got some room to go there on Lyft too. Just watch for the break of that resistance at 20. Okay? But we're getting close. That thing's getting pretty close here. When the stochastic gets back up here on the daily is when I'd be looking to sell there. And that's also going to be my indication for XLM too. I want to sell when it gets back up here on the daily. That's what I'm looking for there. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. This was a bullish signal here though. That sell off and that suck back up, that golden cross there. I mean, they're just freaking toying with it now. Okay, and it's just inching up. It's just inching up, ain't it? It's making us be patient. Okay, making us be patient on XLM. I think it's hilarious. Here's Solana. Give me 1 second. Okay, Solana's taking off. Okay, rippity dippity here, folks. And we got room to go. Stochastic sitting at about 36. Got the green dot a couple weeks ago. That was last week doing the ripski here. I'd look to sell this one when we get back up here. Another name that's been leading the market, and I think this thing's just going to do the ripski here, folks. Okay, it's getting ready for the ripski here. So hang on to your hats, folks. I really think these next 2 or 3 weeks could be like 2 or 3 of the most bullish weeks we've seen. I think they're going to blow it off the top. I think they're just going to blow the lid off of it and get everybody into it. Everyone's going to freak out. They're going to say, Bitcoin's at 100K. And I'm not saying it's going to hit 100K, folks, but I mean, a name like Solana could definitely like go up to $300 here in the next like few weeks. With what I'm looking at here on the chart. Here's MSOS. This is our pot stock here. Okay, so that's now pulling back into the 50. I like this one. Again, big old downtrend here. Massive downtrend. And just now getting up. I like this. I'm going to move this up. Okay, I'm going to put that up there underneath A firm. Okay, so wait for the next doji candle to enter here. The next reversal candle are doji candles. Okay, those normally come before the green dot. A doji candle looks exactly like this. Okay, like that and like that. That is a reversal candle. Okay, we went red, red, and then green. Boom. The buyers stepped in. Okay, those are our entry candles. Okay, and then they always followed up. Most of the time, they're followed up by a green dot. Okay, if you can get in before the green dot, you're a pro. Okay, so wait for that doji candle to come. Okay, it came right there and it came right there. Both of those signals were the reversals. Okay, but I like this one sitting right here on the 50. I got to stop on this one at about $7. SoFi. God, this one got freaking racked last week. And they sucked it right back up. So $7 is still the stop loss. Okay, still the stop loss. But look at that daily. Look at that daily doji candle. Getting ready for the ripski. Okay, I'd be buying this one too. This one looks good as well. I mean, even Solana looks good. Solana's just very volatile right now. I mean, just insanely volatile. Okay, but I mean, everything's pointing up on Solana. So, SoFi looks good with a stop at 7. Okay, for a stock trade there. Swift we covered, Lyft we covered, ASM. Okay, this is an interesting pattern here. Big breakout over it. Now we're pulling back into it. What's going on the daily chart? We're consolidating here. We're consolidating. So if you own this one, 3 cents is your stop loss. You got to use a stop loss at 3 cents. Okay, we've gone down for 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row. Okay, I want to see 3 cents hold. 3 cents absolutely has to hold if you're in this position. Okay, but this is an interesting pattern setting up here. I mean, if you go back to just all-time highs at 17 from where we're at, that's a 366% gain. Okay, that's not bad. You put in 1,000, now you have 4,666. Okay, here's HNT. I'm profit taking on this. Okay, I just, that's too big of a move for me. I want to buy the pullback. Okay, it's trying to grind here on the 9-month moving average or the 9-week moving average. Daily chart just seems to be going up as well. So kudos to whoever capitalized on this. Again, as a trader, though, I want to buy when it makes sense. Okay, I want to buy the bottom of the wave and sell the top of the wave. The wave, to me, is pointing down right now. Okay, I either want a green dot or I want this stochastic RSI back down here at 0. Here's NET, N-E-T. Consolidating as well. 93 is our stop loss on this. Okay, the meat of the move already happened. But the daily is setting up pretty nice. Okay, 93 is going to be the stop loss. 93, call it 93.35. Okay, that's a bull flag though. You got the pole, now you got the flag. Okay, so just make sure it holds 93 on net. That one doesn't look bad either for a stock. Here's PLTR. Again, profit taking territory. See, that wave looks like it wants to crack here. Okay, looks like it wants to crack. We're kind of just, I mean, we are breaking out, but again, the meat of the move, folks, was from our 50, right? From our entry right here at 16 up here to 25. Okay, you're talking about a 50, 60% move. Okay, you put in $1,000, you just made $500. Now you have $1,500. Go do that 20 more times. Okay, and you're good to go. Again, patience, folks. This setup comes all the time. It comes all the time. Okay, you just got to be able to identify it, and that's what we do here all day long. Okay, and we're getting to your guys' chart requests here in just a second as well. We've already covered a few of them. Here's CRO, sitting at 16. Also another one we capitalized on over this move. Again, break out above it, pull back into it, do the ripski. Okay, I sold this one as well for about 105% gain. That was 115% all the way back to the top. I got out at around 16. Rolled that position into XLM as well. And this thing's going to move here tomorrow. We'll see where it's at on Wednesday's video if you guys want to request this one. But I think we're going to be in the 90s here on the stochastic. So once again, still technically be a holder of this. Okay, and just waiting for that time to come where we top out just like we did right here. Okay, there was the top. Boom. Okay, right now we're getting close. So that's why I rolled over my position. Nice big volume coming into this as well. So we'd be in here on the daily now looking for this stochastic to come back down here to 0 for another trade. But I think this one's going to pull back to around 11 cents. Okay, and I'd look to buy it at 11. Because again, right now, how far are we off of our average? 50% off of our average right now. Okay, so you're talking about if this is our mean, this is our target buy. If we want to buy around the average price, you're buying way up here, folks. So you got like a little bit more room to go. Right? You got a little bit more meat on that bone. Great. But eventually, right, you're going to get dumped on. Okay, if you're going to be greedy. And again, the best selling strategy I've came across in all the years I've been doing this is this stochastic RSI hitting that white dotted line. The second that happens or the second we get close, take your profits, okay? That's why I have rule number 5 in our trading rules. Don't be greedy, folks. There's always going to be another trade. There's always, that's the beautiful thing. This is almost like a living organism. Right? Living organism. Okay, and it works because there's other people that use these same indicators. Okay, a lot of people use the 50 EMA. Okay, a lot of big time, big money traders will use this same strategy of like using these average prices as places to buy. Okay, I did not make this chart. I did not come up with this. This is something that has been taught over the years. Okay, Warren Buffett's taught it. There's been millions of people that talk about it. Warren Buffett says, buy when there's blood in the streets. Blood in the streets when people are in despair quitting. When you see people leaving the Discord and people quitting and people giving up, that's when we're in despair, folks. So it sucks to say, and it's hard to see happen, but that's how it goes. That's why not everybody succeeds at this. Because either A, they're uneducated, or B, they quit. That's it. I mean, that's just the cold hard truth, folks. Here's DKNG, also profit taking territory. Red dot, I don't like it. $40 is my stop on that. Here's Filecoin, also getting real close here. I'm taking profits on File here. Okay, another beautiful trade, folks. I mean, look how many perfect trade setups we've called out. I mean, this has been insane. Okay, it's sitting 50% off of its average. I'm not saying it can't continue here, but I'd be looking to sell based on the daily here. When the next time the daily gets up here to the dotted line, I'd be looking to take profits because I think that will bring us up into that. Because right, this is a lagging indicator. You guys understand that, right? This thing lags, meaning it's already technically moved. We just can't see it yet. So we got to anticipate it. Because when we get a new candle, right? When we get a new candle forms, everything else shifts as well. So technically, we're just anticipating right now, Saturday, for Sunday. Okay, we're anticipating where this is going to be on Sunday. And in my opinion, right, that's going to be touching the white dotted line. So I'm taking profits. And again, this was another great trade setup here. You had the breakout above it, the pull back into it. Okay, there was the trade. Okay, bada bing, bada boom, 124% on the trade. Congratulations. So again, when the stochastic RSI gets back up here to 100 on the daily chart on Filecoin, which I believe is going to be either in the next 1 to 3 weeks, okay, easily in the next 1 to 3 weeks, that is when I'd be taking profits. That is what I'm watching for this week, okay, in the weeks to come. I'm watching the same things on my two positions. The second that V-Chain gets up here, okay, the stochastic gets back up here, okay, which I believe will be 1 to 3 weeks, I'm selling. Same thing with XLM. When this stochastic gets back up here and touches 100, I'm going to be out because I'm anticipating that is when this stochastic RSI is going to be up here at 100 on the weekly chart. Again, I'm a weekly chart investor, but I can use the daily and the 4 hour to time my entries and exits and pinpoint them, right? It just makes sense, right? When that gets back up here, that thing's also going to shift, right? Shift up, because if I'm right, this is going to go up next. Okay, I don't think we're dropping ever again below 12 cents. I don't think you'll ever see a 12-cent XLM ever again. Okay, and we're sitting right at 14 right now. That's just, it's beautiful. But yes, profit taken on Filecoin. Here's PNG. Okay, I sold. This was our biggest trade this year so far. Okay, this was we cashed out. We got in at 8 cents. Okay, again, what do we do? We identified, what do we do, guys? We identified our pattern, breakout, pull back into it, doji candle, rip. Okay, we were in at 8 cents, out at 41. It ended up going to like 90. But from 8 to 91, or from 8 to 41 was like a 330% gain. Yeah, I missed out on another 100 or another whatever that was, 100%, but I'm okay. I think I made like $39,000 on this trade. So I'm not, again, not being greedy, folks. Am I mad that I missed out on the extra 100%? No, I'm not, because I'm disciplined. I can do it again. I'll just go do it again. I'll make 100% again because I'm not going to be greedy. Okay, and it's sitting right where we sold it right now. So it's an interesting candle here. Okay, I'd probably set a stop loss at 25 cents on this, but where are we at on the weekly? Okay, again, this is going to shift tomorrow. So it's going to be higher tomorrow when the candles close. Is it going to be at 100? Okay, it's going to be at 97, 98. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's up there, I'm selling. I'm just not taking I don't want to hold through a dip, right, back down to the 50, which is a 72% dip. I told you 50 to 70% off the 50 is my profit taking range. That's what I'm looking to take profits. When it's 50, okay, and you can measure this using this tool here on TradingView. Okay, you can just hit that, boom. Okay, and you can just pull that down and you can see from the price we're sitting at now, it's a 71% drop. 71% drop from where we're sitting at right now. Okay, so again, do you want, one sec. Do you want to hold through a 70% drop? Meaning if you have $10,000, if you have $1,000 in right now, do you want to hold that thing all the way back down to $300? Do you want to do that? The answer is no. Okay, the answer is no. I'll answer for you. And I think we're going to be up there. So this is a beautiful trade. One of the best trades I've ever made. And I'm grateful to God and to the Overkill community. All the credit is due there. We got polka dot. Okay, nice breakout here. Okay, breaking out over that high. What do you know? Another perfect setup here, folks. I hope you guys were here. If you weren't here in January when we called this reversal out, right? This move on the crypto markets. I hope you guys stick around because we're going to be doing this for the next 20, 30 years, cashing out, folks. We're capitalizing 24/7, 365. Okay, let me get a ooh, if you feel me. But Polkadot's got some room to run. Okay, we're only at about 60 on the stochastic. So once that gets up there to 100, okay, boom, take some profits. That also looks like it's got some meat on that bone. Okay, meat on that bone. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how we move over the next few days because, I mean, it's stuff's heat. The daily charts look very interesting. Some of the STX, though, I'd be taking profits here. Look at that. You got a red dot this week, and you got the stochastic up there near 100. So I'm out. I'm taking profits on my STX here. If it keeps running, great. But right, my plan is to sell up here. I'm not playing games with red dots either, because the red dot comes, what happens? Rip. Oh man, I should have sold. I should have sold. I'm gonna sell. That's what happens, folks. That's what happens. That's exactly what happens. Okay, I would not be taking chances here on STX. Take your profits. Okay, you made a massive amount. If you played this breakout here, you're up 387%. If you played this setup here, you're up 118%. Quit being greedy. Okay, quit being greedy. This is telling you to sell it. Okay, I'm not telling you to sell it. This is telling you to sell it. This robot thingamajig. AI, folks. You want to invest in AI? Get the indicator. Okay, this thing will make you rich. In the world, at least. Here's AVAX. AVAX is setting up here at 35. Okay, we got a green dot last week. Okay, I'd probably put a stop at 32. I don't know. I get another name that's just quite a ways off of the 50 here. You're about 36%. So you're not quite at the 50, but I mean, it's just continuing to grind here. We could see another one of these moves here, I think, over the next couple of weeks. Okay, one more big lift up. But, I mean, the weekly looks interesting here. The weekly's, I mean, this is kind of round in here. So AVAX, if you're playing AVAX here, use a stop loss at 32.50. Here's XRP. XRP, we called this out a couple weeks ago as well. The double bottom I showed you guys earlier. Okay, down, up, down, rip. Down, up, down, rip. Down, up, down, rip. That's a double bottom. A double bottom is where we come down, we touch, we bounce, we come back down, we touch again, and then we rip. Rip up, come down, bounce, rip. Okay, XRP is doing the same thing here. So again, watching the daily, also about to get a golden cross on the daily chart. Also flushed out a bunch of people here. Okay, I mean, XRP is another one. Look at that green doji on the monthly. XRP and XLM are directly correlated. So I'm I would rather own XRP or XLM than Bitcoin and Ethereum here. Because Ethereum and Bitcoin, right, have already had their runs. They're already way up. They're already way up. If you look at XRP, this thing's just getting started. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at XLM. It's just now breaking over the 50. Just now breaking over the 50. Ethereum, on the other hand, is how far off of its 50. So buying Ethereum here is like buying at a 40% premium. I'm gonna go to the store after this and go buy my stakes at 40% higher than the average price. Sounds like a good time, right? No, not a good time, folks. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that in real life with the things you buy, and you definitely don't want to do that in investing when the goal is to make money, right? To save, okay, and let your money work for you. Okay, you want to buy when it makes sense. When it makes sense is to buy around the mean, around our 50-week moving average here on our indicator. Here's Ray doing the Ripski here, folks. Okay, we were buying this at about 90 cents. Okay, we identified this, bang. Okay, unfortunately, it wasn't on Coinbase, though. I was kind of disappointed. So I didn't actually capitalize on this. But this was our entry candle right here. That candle right down there into the 50. Boom. Okay, this is a Solana ecosystem token. I think that's going to be... I think this one's going to rip, dude. Look at this green dot. Okay, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, with the stochastic on the floor... Okay, $1 is your stop loss. If it breaks $1, we're wrong on the trade. Okay, and if you want to be less conservative, set it at 79 cents. But, I mean, this thing looks pretty good with a stop loss at $1. That's a good round number. And the monthly, okay, looking like it wants to blast off here. Daily's a little overextended, but this thing is setting up here, folks. Okay, as long as it holds $1, I think you're good. Okay, if it breaks $1, it'll probably come down to 80 cents. But this is that's a signal right there, folks. So get ready on that one. Nice trade to the people that took the time to capitalize and figured out how to buy that thing. INJ, this one's just bull flag. Massive consolidation pattern. Got the red dot here. I don't know. One thing I was looking at on INJ this week was the monthly. The monthly scares me. Okay, the monthly looks like it looked over here. Okay, big move up. Okay, now everyone's talking about it, right? Everyone's up here. Oh, INJ, INJ. I'd rather own Ray than INJ, folks. Why? Because, again, we're 50% off of the average. I don't want to hold through a 50% dip. This was the place to buy. This was the place to buy INJ right there. Okay, back here in September. Why? Because we went down for 8 weeks right into our 50 week and did the Ripski. Right now, we're just consolidating. So if you own INJ, I would convert it into Ray if you want to play a Solana ecosystem token. Because, again, we're much closer to the 50 than we are on INJ. And, again, our goal as traders is to get in at the right time and get out at a decent time, right? At the right time. We're timing the market. I know there's people out there on YouTube that say you can't time the market. You can't do it. No, they're wrong. I'm sorry, you're wrong. You're just uneducated. You just haven't dedicated your entire life to it. Here's Link. Red dot. Okay, I sold my Link and, again, rolled it into XLM. I think I got out at like 18. But once again, why am I selling? Because we got a red dot and we're 40% off of the average. If we can pull back into the average, that's where I'm going to be looking to buy. But stochastics pointing down, red dot. I think you take profits on Link this week and roll it into something else. AKT, another name, just hit the 50 or just hit the 100 there, the dotted line, selling, just getting out. Nice move. Again, our opportunity to buy this thing was right here. If you got in right here off this drop, okay, nice breakout over it, pull back into it, boom, did the Ripski. You're up 600% on the trade. Congratulations. So we're looking for the pullback once again into the 50 on this one. Not really looking to buy this one anymore, looking to sell it. I'm actually taking that out of the looking to buy list there. I'm gonna take Link out too. I'm gonna narrow this list down here. I'll keep that one in there. STX, not looking to buy this one. That one's on the red list now. So if it's on the red list, we're just waiting for pullbacks. I need you guys to request these names. Continue to request them so they show up. We just don't want to go through a million names every time because, again, we got to adjust this list as we go. Here's Jasmine. Again, that one's hitting the top there, so I'm taking that one off the look at a buy list as well. I want to buy the pullback into this area, okay? And that could come over the next few months. That could be 6 months from now. That could be 5 months from now. That could be 2 weeks from now. Okay, nobody knows what it's going to happen, but when this thing gets back down here on the floor, that's when we're going to look to enter. Okay, and our red list is just the list that we're overextended on. Like, we're not close to the 50. If it's not close to the 50, we're not looking to buy it. Therefore, it doesn't belong on the looking to buy list. Okay, same thing with HNT. That one's on the red list too. So we'll quickly scan the red list maybe once a week as well, just to make sure we're not missing out on anything. But I want you guys to continue to request these names. Okay, I want you guys to continue to drop these, and we're going to hit your guys' chart requests here in just a second. I've seen a couple bangers that you guys called out there, and we're going to dive into those after we get through this list. Ada's still got some meat on that bone. So move your stop loss up on that to about 57. Okay, and I think, again, this thing's got some meat on the bone. We're not at the dotted line yet. But again, when we get there, just like we did right here, boom. You could have got out there, you missed out on that, but that was the setup. Here was the breakout, pull back into it, boom. Entry candle, green dot, rip. Okay, 50 cents is my stop loss on ADA. That thing's got room to run. Here's Ave. Ave, also another name with room to run. Okay, that thing's going up there to the dotted line, and it's coming quickly. Again, I saw someone say they sold this one too early. You sold it early because you don't have the indicator. I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, if $300 is stopping you from buying something that's going to make you money for the rest of your life, you know, and just following along and making these trades like this, you guys don't have to ask me to buy or sell, because I'll just look at this chart. If you're asking me to sell, I'm going to look right at this stochastic. I'm going to see right where it is. Okay, if it's not at least 80 yet, I'm not thinking about selling. Okay, I'm holding my AVE. Okay, until we get up in this range here. Okay, and like I said, the dotted line is where I really want to sell. That's where I want to get out. Okay, so I'd say this thing probably has 3 to 4 weeks left on it there on AVE. Here's Matic. Matic also, I'm a seller here as well. Okay, I'm taking profits on Matic. Okay, once again, touching the white dotted line, taking that one off the list. POLS, this one's got some more meat on the bone too. Okay, this one actually looks decent. Not my favorite trade, but looks like it wants to continue moving here. I also sold my position on this. I only made like 20% on it or something like that. But that looks like it's setting up too. It's coming back down on the daily there. Again, I just like my chances more on XLM. That's why I'm fully loaded on that VeChain, because those two are the projects. Those are my horses. Those are like my ETFs that I'm trading right now. Okay, those are the ones I'm the most confident on, and that's why I hold them. You guys might have different ideas. I don't want you guys to trade based on my trades. I don't want to tell you guys when to buy or sell or anything. I just want to educate you guys on how to use this thing and capitalize on it. That is my goal here. Okay, nothing else. I'm not a financial advisor or anything. We got a disclaimer over in the Discord and everything. I'm not here to tell you when to buy and sell. Okay, I'm here to read charts and we can make decisions together, right? You can take somebody else's advice or whatever the case, right? I'm just here to share information. That's it. Okay? So just because I'm buying something, don't buy it, is what I'm trying to say. Here's FLR. Okay, this one's also looking toppy. What do we got there? A red dot. We were up there. I've been saying sell this thing for a while now. We want to buy the first pullback we get on this thing. So that one's going in the red list too. So if it's got a red dot, actually, I want to put it in the red list, and then obviously once we get the green dot on these charts, okay, once the green dot comes back, right, then bang, we can get our alerts over here like we did on DKNG. So I believe Link was called this week, AVAX, STX, Rune, SoFi, Tesla even given another one. That's an interesting signal there. And Swift gave it on the daily. I was setting this for myself because I was looking at exit off of that. But these are all the weekly charts, right? We call out all the weekly signals. So if it has a red dot, we want to put it in our red list. We're not looking to buy something that's red. Okay, we want to buy the green. Buy the green. Okay? So we've narrowed this list down a little bit. I like that. I like that. I like where this channel's going, folks. We're doing things here. Here's INJ. That one's not quite off the list yet, right? $30 is my stop loss on that. It does have a red dot, but as long as 30 holds, that red dot, I believe, is a liar. So we'll see if 30 holds. I'd say it's probably a 50-50 chance at this point, whether or not that holds. Like I said, I like Ray better than INJ here, trading the weekly at least, because, again, we're closer to the 50. We're closer to the mean. We're closer to the average. Here's Clay. Nice move here. Okay, that one's also got some room to run as well. Okay, stop loss probably is around 20 cents now. Again, still some meat on that bone. Here's QNT. That one gave the signal last week. Looks good. Okay, big breakout above it. Pull back into it. We're bouncing now. And this one's got a lot of meat on that bone. Okay, that one's only at 35. So that one's got a lot more room to go. Also, a ISO token like XLM and XRP. So I think these ISO tokens are going to have some serious coming up here. I think there's going to be rotation out of some of the bigger names like Ethereum and Bitcoin and into these ISO names or into these altcoins that we're calling out. QNT is going to go up more toward the top there. So far, I like all these names down to QNT for an entry. Or not an entry, but a potential setup here. Ray's probably up there at the top. Okay, with Pro. I really like Pro too. Pro looks good. We're getting close here, folks. Flow. Okay, I'm thinking about taking profits in about a week. Okay, nice trade there on Flow. 86%. Probably still got a little bit of meat on that bone. Watch taking profits around 160, I'd say. 160 or even 180. Okay, 180 probably looks like the level. That's probably when we'll hit the top there. We're getting really close, though. Again, you can look at the daily here, and you can just see we're getting really extended. So once this daily gets back up here to the dotted line, that's when we'll be taking profits on the positions, right? Comp, again, up there at 50, taking profits. Sitting at 90 right now. Nice dip down there. I mean, who knows, dude? I mean, I seriously think we could see a massive move up. Yeah, and I'm not just saying that, guys. Like, I literally am not just saying that. I'm looking at the daily chart. This correction we had, that 20% dip the other day, and the suck right back up, that just tells you how many people are sitting on the sidelines looking to buy. Okay, I mean, that was extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. Okay? But again, the meat of the trade, in my opinion, is over. I made my 86%, and now I'm going on to the next one. Okay, because again, the further we go up, the further we get off of our average. Not looking to hit home runs. Not looking to time the top. Okay, looking to get out when it makes sense. And it makes sense to get out when the stochastic is touching the white dotted line. Because it touched it there, and what'd we do? Dipped. It touched it there, what'd we do? Dipped. Touched it there, what'd we do? Nothing. Okay, so again, we want the meat of the trade. We don't want the little scraps at the top. Okay, we want the meat of the trade. 80% is the meat of the trade on comp there. And again, I'm not saying it can't explode and just go to $500. I'm not saying that at all, because it's totally possible on any name. But again, not looking to hit home runs. I want to drive that into your guys' head. Okay, not looking to hit home runs. Singles and doubles is what we're hitting here. If you guys don't play baseball, I need another sport to reference. Okay, not going for the hat trick. We're just trying to score. Okay, we're just trying to score consistently, consistent. Okay, here's LCX. I'm still a seller of this name too. So that one's actually getting off the list there. I want to buy it closer to the 50. So on a pullback, I'd be looking to buy it. But right now, we're just consolidating here. I'm not saying it can't absolutely rip and go to the moon. I'd set a stop loss at 20 cents there. That's where we're putting in the flag. Okay, if 20 cents breaks, yes, we're going to come back down to probably about 12. Here's GST. I got my eye on this one. This is green Satoshi token. What I'm watching for on this is a daily green dot. I actually have one set up. So when the daily green dot prints, because there's just not a lot of data on the weekly yet. I mean, I don't even know what the heck this thing is, but it's called green Satoshi token. If you don't know who Satoshi is, he's the guy who invented Bitcoin, so I don't know what this thing's doing, but I want to buy a pullback back down to here. Okay, when that happens, I'm loading up on this thing, because that is a massive breakout there. Okay, I want to actually check the market cap of this. So you guys all have access to this. Okay, it's a research tool over here in the Discord. All you got to do is type in /info and then the ticker name. This thing doesn't even have any data on it yet. I don't even think that's not the right token there. GST, Satoshi. Yeah, it doesn't even have any data yet. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I want to buy a pullback into the 50 on the daily, just like we do on the weekly. I mean, that's a freaking massive candle right there, dude. That's an 800% move right there. That's ridiculous. Okay, now let's keep our eye on it. Okay, let's keep our eye on GST. That one's on the list. Here's OpFi. Oh, getting crushed. Got crushed on earnings. RIP. Okay, so again, not every trade is gonna go our way, right? Here was the dip into it. Okay, this is the first time I've seen this fail in a long time. So, like I said, we're about an 85 to 90% hit rate. Our strategy. Okay, and if you were buying in this area right here, okay, you're down like 10 cents right now, 20 cents. So yes, you lost. This isn't 100%. If it was that easy, everybody would do it. Okay. But that was earnings right there. So earnings is always something you want to pay attention to. They missed their earnings by a mile. Okay, so they just totally dropped the ball. So that one's off my list now. I don't care about it, right? The shorts are now in control, right? The people who are shorting the stock are now in control because we're below that 50. Okay, and again, we were below. Well, actually, we're bouncing right on it here, but who knows? Maybe they suck it right back up and it goes, but that's just ugly. If they're missing that bad on earnings, then I don't want anything to do with it. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that one with the red list, but I mean, I thought that was a pretty nice setup there, but again, it doesn't always work out. We're 85 to 90% accurate on this. Okay, here's H bar. Again, nice trade setup here. You netted over 100. I'm up in profit taking territory here. Okay, looking to take profit the next time the daily chart hits up here at 100. That could probably come here in the next week or two on H bar. But again, capitalizing on the profits and then buying the pullback again once we get it. Here's SHIB, SHIB. Nice move here as well. What's this thing up? About 1% today. Okay, once again, this thing's just grinding up at the moment. They're holding this thing up right now, and again, we're gonna get a movement here in the next week, probably up in the 90s here on the weekly. Okay, I don't know. I took my trade. I didn't trade this one, but I already got mine, right? Because I was in off the green dot. Okay, that's a 400% move to the top. Okay, 400% move to the top. So you just turned 1,000 into 5,000. Okay, congratulations. Let's go find the next one. Okay, let's wait for the pullback. Let's wait for the pullback now on SHIB. We're how far off the mean, guys? 73% off the mean. That is profit-taking territory. Okay, profit-taking territory. I'd be trading the daily now. So wait till the stochastic gets back down here on the floor to take an entry. Right now, you should be getting out, in my opinion. That's my personal opinion. Okay, again, I'm just looking at the indicator on the weekly because that's what I do. I trade a weekly chart. And the weekly's telling me, yeah, we're in profit-taking territory. We're sitting at 80. Okay, next week we'll be in the 90s. I'm going to guess we'll be at like 95. I'm not saying there's a little bit of meat left on that bone, but I think it's going to, I think April, May is going to be the top, folks. I think we're going to get a big dip before then. The reversal is going to start back to the downside, the correction. Right, and I'm not saying we're going to go down forever. I just think the market needs to cool off. I think these names need to come back down to reality. Okay, come back down to our average price, and then that's where we're going to buy. It did it multiple times in the last few bull markets. Okay, we had this big run up, and then we had to pull back into it. Boom, there was our trade. It had this big run up. Boom, there was a pullback. Run up, pullback. Rip. Okay, we're in this stage right now on Bitcoin. So we're getting close, right? We're going to capitalize when we get this. Okay, because one of these is going to come, and we'll be there to capitalize. Nothing goes straight up and down. Eventually, it will pull back into it. Okay, and that's what we're going to be there to capitalize on. So that's it for our looking to buy list. I'd say the top ones are going to be Pro, Ray, ARBK. That's a risky stock, but you got to use a stop loss at 165. A-Firm is not quite there yet. We need our green dot on that one. MSOS, that one's nice, pulling right back into that 50-week after breaking out there. So keep an eye on this one for a green dot as well. That'll be the entry on that. SoFi's just bounced, chopping around. Not my favorite because of how choppy it is. I'd probably put that one probably close to last. I'd put QNT above that. QNT looks good here too. Okay, breaking up, boom, pull back. Okay, ripping. Solana, same thing, just continuing. Okay, playing the stochastic on the weekly here, looking to sell up here. And I think that was it. Not very many names looking to buy. Obviously, I'm holding these names. A lot of the names were a hold. Okay, there was quite a few sells though. Again, we're just getting close, folks. We're getting close to the delusion phase. People just get greedy. People just start losing their minds. This always comes. This always comes. We always dip back into the 50. It always happens. There's never been a time it hasn't happened. Nothing has ever gone straight to the moon. It's not a thing. It's made up. Okay, there's levels. Again, trading the tops and the bottoms of the waves. Let's look at your guys' chart requests. Again, smash that like if you haven't already, folks. I want to give away one of these indicators next week, okay, on Wednesday's video. Okay, if we can get to 100 likes, boom, indicator giveaway. I think 75, what was it? 75 for the 250 Bitcoin, 50 for the 100 Bitcoin. Okay, smash the freaking like, folks. I appreciate y'all. Now, let's get through these chart requests here. Whew. You boys tired, man. You boys had a long week. We're powering through this thing, though. Let me stand up real quick. How's everybody doing? Whew. Yeah, boy. All right. Chart requests. We just hit our Overkill watch list. Let me go ahead and drop that actually real quick over there in the Discord. So again, you guys can load this thing up there. Okay, I'm going to drop the link. Everything's going to be ranked like it is. And you guys will just be able to see it over here. Okay, you can click on that. It'll load up in your trading view so you guys can technically have the same exact watch list that we follow in these videos. Okay, let's look at these chart requests. ACH. Okay, this is still a hold. I'm sorry, ACS. That's still a hold. We're into the 50 there, though. I mean, this is not a name I'm wanting to buy. Okay, but again, these newer coins, right, there's barely even a 50-week moving average. So this was a nice move. The entry candle was right there, but you're coming up into the top of the resistance. Wait till that thing gets on the dot there. This is DEC. This is a stock. I'm taking profits. Okay, I'm taking profits, waiting for a move like this back into the 50. Taking some off there. We got Sand. Sand's got some meat on that bone, too. Nice break on that. Metaverse is coming back, folks. It's coming back. It's making a comeback. Got a green dot on the daily there, too. I'm really interested in seeing where the prices are next week, folks. That's going to be one of the most interesting weeks. I think we got another week or two with just massive upward momentum. And I'm saying that based on the daily charts. Okay, because I truly believe we're in greed territory here. We're like right here. We're like right here. Literally right where it's telling us to sell. Okay, but I do think there is a little bit more room to capitalize. Again, we're waiting for the stochastic on the daily to get back up there. Because again, as that gets back up there, these are going to move as well. So when that's at 100 on the daily, okay, and it's also at 100 on the weekly, that's where we're looking to cash out. Okay, that is going to be the absolute top there once sand hits at 100. Okay, I think we're going to be close here in the next couple weeks. That's still a hold. Here's KDA. KDA is still a hold too. Still got some meat on that bone as well. ABT, taking profits. Got a red dot there. Okay, be careful on that one. Okay, take your profits on this one. Arc block. Again, let's wait for the pullback into the 50. That's a 76% drop. If you have 1,000 in right now and you hold through that dip, okay, you have less than $300. Okay, you don't want to do that. Don't hold through the correction. We are traders. We're trading the waves, folks. Buying and selling. Okay, just like you would with a product in real life. You can go buy bananas from Mexico and sell them over here. Buy them from Mexico for $1 and sell them over here for $3. We're doing the same thing with stocks and crypto. Okay, here's BTT. Also a hold here. Still got meat on the bone. No sign of a red dot. We're not close to the 100 yet. So holding BTT, that one looks good. Here's JTO. Looks good too. No data on the weekly on this one, but the daily, okay, pushing up here. I'd use a stop loss on this at around... I'd put my stop loss right there at 240. Okay, I'd be a holder. I don't know what this project is. Okay, you guys can use the research tool if you want to see it. But again, if I don't have a weekly line to go off of, I just don't waste my time. Because again, that's outside of my strategy. Here's what is this? SBR. Okay, here's 0.002. That's the stop. Nice breakout above it. Just make sure it holds. Okay, it really needs to hold probably 0.002 there. Okay, got a red dot, so just chopping around. Make sure it holds 0.002. I'd be in here on the daily trying to pinpoint entries. Like today be a great time to enter if you want to own it. Okay, you got a green dot there on the daily as well, and you can even put your stop loss right there at 0.003 if you want to be less conservative. If that breaks down, yes, I believe the trend will break. So definitely use a stop there at the bottom of this week's candle. You got a red dot as well. I'd probably even move right there and be less conservative. Okay, right at the bottom of this doji, 0.028 is your stop on SBR. Here's BFK. This is a brand new token, it looks like. Can't really tell you anything. There's nothing there to analyze. Here's Joe. This is a OG altcoin here. Got a red dot this week. Okay, dumping on down. I'd use a stop at 39. That is a massive candle there, dude. Looks exactly like this one here. Okay, but that's right there above, sitting right near the 50. Daily chart looks good too. This is an AVAX ecosystem token. I actually want to check the market cap on this. This is a DEX built on the AVAX ecosystem. We actually messed around with this back in the day, but obviously don't anymore. I believe Clay requested this one back in the day. $195 million market cap. That's pretty small. It's number 336. Okay, and it's on the AVAX ecosystem. So this would be a way to play. See, it says Trader Joe is a leading decentralized exchange on, I can't even say that word, AVAX and the BNB chain. They do liquidity and all kinds of stuff over there. So it's an interesting project. It definitely has utility. I just use a stop loss at 39 if you want to own it. They wicked it down. Folks, this correction here was massively bullish. Okay, it was really bullish. Why? Because we just absorbed it like it was nothing. I mean, they flushed it down 30%, and then they sucked it right back up. Okay, and there were no sellers left. What they did was they flushed out all the stop losses. That's what they did. Okay, and when that happens, we normally get continuation. But I'd still be a buyer here of Joe, and I put a stop loss at 46. Okay, I like Joe. Joe's a good guy. It's actually the name of my favorite cousin. And 46 is our stop. Okay, red dot. Okay, just play the support here. Okay, set it at 40. Don't be conservative and set it at 40. Okay, don't be a liberal either. Just don't even be political. Okay, here's BAL. Okay, profit taken. Okay, it's right there on the 50, but again, I don't want to buy when it's up here. This thing's going to pull back, in my opinion. Okay, I need a big breakout above the 50. Show me, right? Show me that you're serious, right? Show me you're serious. Get out. Get some extension over. And then I want to buy the pull back into it. Joe looks interesting here. Okay, with a stop at 40. I'll give it that. But BAL, not really committed. KAS, profit taken. I'm sorry, but I'm taking profits on this one. 14 cents. Set a stop at 14 cents. Okay, I want to buy the pullback into this. This is a really strong looking trend, though. Can you buy this one on Coinbase? No, you can't. So, red candle this week. Again, where's the stochastic pointing down? Do I want to hold through a pullback over the next 2 months? No, I don't. Okay, so what I do is I'd wait for this thing to come back down here to buy it again. ZIG. Nice move on this. What's this one? Not on Coinbase, but nice, moving really nicely. Okay, set a stop loss at the bottom of the weekly candle at 7 cents. I mean, I'm taking profits. I'm sorry, but I'm out. Okay, I'm getting out here. Taking profits. UOS. Okay, this one's still a hold as well. I believe this one was from my boy Bruno Bones. 22 cents is your stop loss on this one, brother. 22 cents. This one looks good. Okay, green dot today. Today's Saturday, March 9th. Okay, March 9th. Bouncing nicely right there off the 50. I like it, Bruno. I like it. Stop loss at 20 cents. Beam, pumping up there. Okay, I don't know. Not a lot of data on that one. Let's check a different chart. Okay, this one has a little bit more data. But again, just going parabolic. So again, looking for pullbacks. I don't know. If it's a new project, guys, it's a fundamental play. Right? Fundamentals are you're investing based on what the project does. Like, for example, a lot of people buy Apple because they're a really successful company. And they have, they have shareholders and backers and investors that need to make money. So therefore they don't like to let the asset, crash. So if you're buying Apple because it's Apple, then you're buying based on fundamentals. Okay, if you're buying based on technicals in the other case, you're using these strategies that we talk about and teach on this channel and in the Discord. Okay, by the way, I got a free course over here. I'm adding to this every single day. So you guys come over here. I'm adding educational videos to this. Okay, there's a bunch of them over here. You guys can learn my strategy and learn more about it. But I feel like I do a pretty good job of nailing everything in on these videos as well. So people ask me, like, how do I learn how to use the indicator? Just go watch my past videos. If you come over here to the latest video tab, you guys can see all my past videos. Again, we drop videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesdays and Saturdays, we're dropping new videos. And they're always called out over here in the Discord. The Discord is completely free to join. You don't got to be a member. You do got to be a member to get access to the alerts and the watch lists and all the tools that we use here on the channel and the giveaways. $7 a month, the price of a Starbucks coffee if you guys want to join. But for the most part, you guys can get charts, right? You guys can get notified when we drop new videos. There's market news over here. Okay, look at that. Bitcoin reaching $111 all-time high back in 2013. Look at this guy. Okay, cashing out. Okay, so we got news dropping all the time over here as well. You guys can get access to that and all the resources down here. Of course, there's the trading indicator that we use. Okay, you guys come over here. There's a link right there. You got to click. Okay, and then over here it'll have a video on how to download it and how to watch it or how to use it and load it into your TradingView account. You do have to have a paid TradingView account. I think it's like $10 or $12 a month in order to use it. But you guys can get the indicator there. Again, the trading course that I just talked about. We got the rules. We got the cheat sheet. We got everything you guys need. The apps, right? You can get Robinhood to trade stocks, Crypto.com to trade crypto. Just go to Coinbase, start an account. Here's TradingView. If you don't have a TradingView, that is this system here. So this is the website, TradingView.com. Okay, you can start your account there, and then obviously we have the indicator and more information about the investing club here that you guys can get, trade alerts and pretty much access to my premium content. Like we're not slanging OnlyFans here. Like I'm not, we're not sending feet pics or anything like that, right? This is just investment advice, investment education. Okay, and again, I'm not a financial advisor, but you know what I'm saying. We do technical analysis and stuff like that, and look at charts in order to time our entries and exits. So I really appreciate all you guys, and I hope you guys get some value out of this stuff that I drop. I mean, I love doing this. I love showing up for y'all, and the what I get back is worth it all, from you guys. And I've been happy to grow some serious relationships, some serious friendships with you guys throughout the last couple of years, and I'm just excited to see where this thing takes us. So let's keep going here. Here's Baby Doge. Okay, Baby Doge probably got some room on that, got some meat on that bone. But this thing's just doing the ripski. So again, I'm profit taking up here. Can it keep going? Yes, but I mean, folks. Again, let's not be greedy. Again, next week, this thing's going to move. I'm going to guess it's probably going to be between 90 and 100. You're getting real close here on the daily, too. I mean, that thing's way up there. I mean, that was a massive trade there. Okay, so we could watch this thing for pullbacks, but that was a 216% move there. Doing the ripski, folks. Okay, you can see how it moves, too. Boom, doji, rip. Boom, doji, rip. Okay, kind of the same pattern here, unless it breaks that pattern. But we're coming up there into resistance. So again, if it's me and I'm up 200%, I'm taking profits most of the time. That's ridiculous. I mean, you don't make those kind of gains anywhere, folks. Real estate people, real estate investors don't make those kind of gains. Okay, if you're lucky, you make like 10, 20% on a real estate transaction. And obviously you're playing with a little bit more money, but most of the time. But I mean, any investment that can net you 50, I mean, even 25% is you're beating 99% of the population on what you're doing, and you're sitting here up 200%, and you're considering holding on for a little bit more. That's technically called greed, right? Greed's one of the 7 sins, and I do not abide by greed, right? We have a strategy, a simple strategy that we use. That when that stochastic gets back up there at 100, that is when we take profits. We cannot lead away from that. Okay, and if it doesn't hit the dotted line exactly, if you're selling it like 96, and when I'm talking about these numbers, I'm talking about these over here. I hope you guys know that, right? 100 is the dotted line. Okay, between 80 and 100, okay, that's when you start thinking about it. Okay, if it's up at 95, 96, I mean, that's pretty damn close. You know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't much meat left on that bone, if you know what I'm saying. So here's Floki. Wow, a lot of money coming into this one. So this is another one that I mean, look at that green dot. I mean, another one I would sell when this daily, right? The daily comes back up there to 100. So when the daily gets up there to 100 on Floki, okay, that will mean this weekly will be at 100. So that will be your profit taken. So I'm literally 2-3 weeks out from taking profits, folks. Probably 1 to 3 weeks I'm going to cash out, and I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold cash. I might go into some stocks. There might be some other names, but the majority of my positions, this move, in my opinion, is over. Okay, I think there's going to be a correction in the markets that's going to drop, right? We're going to drop 50, 60% because all of these names are just ridiculously overextended. Okay, like it's ridiculous how far we've gone up. And it gets to this point, and again, people are going to lose their minds, right? Because they let their emotions control their trades. People are like, "Oh my gosh," you know? Like they're just up so much and they're just losing their minds. Again, look at SM's, look at this trade here. Okay, look at that big old bull flag there. Okay, what happened? Look at this move. 313% there. Look at that volume. You want to buy it up here, up 313% off of this last signal? No, absolutely not. Okay, we're buying the pullback into the 50. That one's a sell. Look at that. Intel looks good here. Who called Intel out? This actually looks good. Okay, I'm putting that one at the top ski there. Or that one's going on the looking to buy list. And guess what we're going to do on that one? Okay, this is a good call out here, folks. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, real good setup here. Again, stocks don't move as big as sorry, let me set this real quick. Stocks don't move as big as crypto's been moving lately, right? You're not going to get these 300, 400, 500% moves on a stock like Intel, but can you get 20, 30, 40%? Yeah, for sure. So I'm setting up an alert on that. That one's going in the looking to buy list because that's a setup right there, folks. Look at the volume. Let's check to see if they got earnings. Okay, also breaking out there on the 50. I think it looks good. I think this looks real good. Okay, I put a stop loss right there at, I'd probably just set it at 41. Okay, where's the stochastic? Down there on the floor. What are we doing? Putting in the doji candle with some volume, bouncing right on our 200-week moving average. So I know you guys hear me talk about the 50 a lot. That's the light blue line. The 200-week is the 4-year average. Think about that. Okay, that's 200 weeks of an average price. Okay, 200 weeks, and we're bouncing right on it. So technically, that's like the 4-year average. You can maybe even call it the 4-year average. Okay, so what are we doing? We're playing that green candle, and we're setting a stop loss right there at 41.62. Okay, that is our stop loss on the trade. Okay, call it 41 or 41.50. I'd probably do it at 41. You're risking $3 to the downside. That's less than 10%. Okay, to make how much back to the top? Okay, about 15. So not too exciting. Stocks are not too exciting, but if you're consistent with it, right? If you're buying at the right time, selling at the right time, you only have to do that a few times to, start to make a little bit of a living at this. Start to have a little bit of cash on the side. Here's ON, another stock. Intel's good, though. I like the setup. ON's not my favorite, okay? It's just chopping around. I don't like to trade chop. I like a big dramatic move to the downside, a green dot and a rip. Okay, this thing's just choppy. Okay, watch for the breakout. Watch for the breakout above, I'd say, around 88. Okay, green dot. I mean, yeah, probably got some meat on that bone, but I don't like the choppiness. Here's GBTC. I think this one was from Smartass. He said he's looking for an exit. I think you're close, brother. You're sitting at 93. This thing's going to move on Monday. Again, I think we have a week or two left of just a big move up. I think we got one last big move up across the board. And I think we get our correction, folks, because this is just getting ridiculous. So I'd be watching the daily here on GBDC. I'd probably say I'd sell this thing this week. Probably Thursday or Friday, I'd be looking to take profits on this. And they're just pumping this thing up. Look at the crazy amount of volume coming in. Okay, and look how far off we are of the 50. I mean, this is insane. Okay, 54% off of the 50. Again, are people losing their minds, or are people just not excited? Or are people just like, whatever, I was sitting in a sauna the other day after the gym, and I told somebody that the guy was talking about how crypto's dead. I think I brought it up or something. I said something about crypto and how all the monetary system, all the money's going to crypto, and they're like, crypto's dead. It ain't gonna be that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Bitcoin's at 70K. He's like, no shit. Like, he didn't even know. He didn't even know Bitcoin was at 70K. Okay, so we're not there yet where everybody's hearing about it, right? Right? People are just now starting to gain some enthusiasm type of thing. I truly believe we're right in this section right here, and we're going to get a blow off top here. Okay, but I'm telling you, brother, you're probably going to want to take profits here either by the end of this week or next week, because we're going to be right up there. And the daily, that'll be your indication. Watch the daily getting back up here just like it did here. Okay, boom. I'd be selling there because we're real close. They're going to dump this on some people. Again, it's getting really overextended right now. So I'm a little worried about Bitcoin over the next couple of weeks. But we're gonna call out the signals right here. We're watching the daily chart. Okay, I'm looking at the daily on my names every day, getting ready to enter. But I do think there's going to be a big dramatic move over the next week or two. It's going to be really dramatic. It's going to like blow off the top type of thing. And then I think we're going to get a big correction over the coming months. You guys ever heard of sell in May and go away? Okay, I can see that happening. Oh, we got a Fed meeting this week too. So that's going to be volatile. Okay, that brings volatility. Here's Waves. Waves is still a hold. Okay, same thing on the daily. I'd be getting in here, waiting for that thing to get back and touch that dotted line there. That'll be your sell exit. But, I mean, it looks like it's got meat on the bone. So you're good to go probably for, again, another 1 or 2 weeks. Near's got meat on the bone too. I like Near. Near looks good. Near's got a lot of meat on that bone. So I'd be a holder of this name too. Again, not a buyer, but a holder. Okay, we got the green dot signal. Your buy entry was right here at 3. You're already up 100%. I'm not buying up 100%. Okay, wait. Okay, wait till that thing gets in the 90s, up between 90 and 100 there on the stochastic. Oop. Here's MNT. Okay, profit taking territory. Okay, hitting the top there. Tesla. I'm shorting Tesla. Okay, red dot there. We got the signal in the Discord. Set a stop loss on it I just call it probably 199. But I think they're going to short the crap out of this thing. I think you're going to see a move like this. Rip down. Okay, and Tesla will probably set up here in the near future, but things just had a massive move, dude. I think it's time. Okay, I think Elon's selling his stock and buying crypto right now. I think that'd be a smart thing to do if I was him. GPU, just getting wrecked. I don't know what this is. This is more of a fundamental play than anything. I'd be careful. Okay, I don't know. I literally can't tell you anything on this. Here's LPT. I don't know about this one either. Okay, I'd probably be in on the daily on this. What are we doing? Okay, doing the Ripski. I'm probably taking profits on this. Again, I know nothing about the project, so 1120 is my stop. Stochastic's kind of dancing around here, and we're sitting at about 88 right now. I think you take profits here. I think you get out. Okay, I think that'd be a good spot. Wait for a daily red if you want to. Okay, but you're getting pretty close there on the daily as well to the stochastic. Here's GRT. This one's up in profit taking territory too. So that one's now at the top of the wave. Again, I'd be waiting until this daily gets back up here now. That would be my profit take. And I am selling when that gets there on the daily. Why? Because it's going to be touching it on the daily, and it's also going to be touching it here on the weekly. So I don't know of another indication to sell. I don't know of another strategy to sell besides that one. I think it's the absolute best selling strategy in the books. Okay, here's ZRX, also still a hold. Once again, looking at the daily chart this week. Oh, look at that. Okay, look it up there. Sitting up there at the 100. I'm not sure what to do on this one, but I'd be more on the profit taking side here. Okay, bouncing off the 32. I'm not saying this thing can't continue to do the Ripski here, but see where it opens on Sunday. Okay, if it's up in the 90s, probably start thinking about it. Maybe sell half here. Okay, again, we were in at 31. You're up 100% on the trade right now. Here's VETME. This one don't look bad. Okay, stop loss right there. Again, I don't know. Let me check we on log right now? Yeah, we are. Okay, so look at this one. That's a little better. Okay, up, down, up. Getting the bounce off the 50 here. It's a hold. It's a hold waiting for that to continue to pump there. No data on this one. This is sharp now. Okay, daily's getting pretty close. Probably another couple days of upward price action. Watch for it to top out near where we topped here at about 45. Here's AI Tech. Weekly, I'd be taking profits. Daily, I'd be waiting for that move to come back up there. Okay, wait for the daily to go back up there. I wouldn't be touching this thing though. I wouldn't be buying it right now, at least. But that thing looks like it could potentially break, though, on the daily. Again, I'd be a holder waiting for that. Okay? I mean, if you're entering this candle here, I mean, the green dot came yesterday or 2 days ago. 13 cents was the stop. Okay, you could probably move it up to there at about 15. Call it 15 on the stop. Okay, if you want to play it, 15 on the stop. Okay, that's the top where we broke out there. And again, looking to sell when that's the cast, it gets back up there at 100. BZZ. This one's just now breaking out above the 50 as well. So we're sitting right on that line. True stop loss is down there at 38. Okay, looks like it's got some meat on the bone. Watch for a breakout on BZZ. Doesn't look like it can, I mean, it looks like it wants to, but just make sure it holds 38 on that. That's your risk to the downside. It's about a 50% risk. You should actually move it up to about 46. But again, looking to sell when that hits the stochastic up there. Here's Gala. Gala's getting close too. I'm going to guess the daily's pretty close on this one. Look at that. Okay, so once again, wait for the daily stochastic to get back up here at 100. That is your sell point. Okay, this is when you're going to take profits. Okay, and that's probably going to happen this week or next week. So if you don't have the trading indicator, I'd highly recommend you go buy it and pay attention to the daily chart this week. Because when that gets up there, I'm telling you, you're going to want to take some off the table. Because that thing is going to move. Okay, that thing is going to move there. Nice breakout. Okay, let's trade the waves, though. Okay, let's trade the waves. And that looks like it's just getting started, too. Okay, 0.045 on the daily for a trade. That's shorter term. But the weekly's just, I mean, we missed it. Okay, our entry was right here. Our entry was off that doji. Boom, green dot, rip. Here's LTC. What's this thing doing? Smartass sold it right here at 69 and it went up to 90. It happens, folks. It freaking happens. You know, we get impatient and rip. It's the name of the game. Okay, psychology. Don't let your emotions rule you. Okay, here's LTC again. I don't know. It's just now breaking above the 50. I'm just not really interested, to be honest with you. I think there's some other names to trade. BIT looks good. This one's on Coinbase, too. I'm going to actually add this one to our altcoin watch list there. Okay, that one got the dot a couple weeks ago. Okay, there was our entry candle at 70. Things up there at 150 now. Okay, that's a 100% move. Great move. Okay, wait for the stochastic to get back up there. You can if you want to. Daily chart, just chopping around. I don't know what this thing does, but it moves kind of weird. Big old wicks everywhere. What's the market cap on this thing? Yeah. Doesn't even tell us. Okay, so probably a pretty new coin. It's like it's been around a while, but more of a fundamental play. Again, I still say it's a hold here. Here's T. Nice candle last week as well. Okay, nice candle there. Stop loss is still that 2-cent level. Okay, daily chart again. They wicked us down. They flushed out the stop losses, and now they're doing the ripski. Okay, again, I'm looking to sell when this thing gets back up here at 100 on the daily chart. That's probably going to happen this week or next week. Actually, that thing's probably got a little bit more room to run as well on the weekly. So we're not even over 60 yet on T. So this one's on the altcoin watch list. We've been keeping an eye on it for a while, too. Just make sure it holds 2 if you hold it. I think it looks good. It's a hold. Okay, here's Sync. Sync's popping off the bottom here. I don't know what this thing does, but that's a real nice move. Okay, on the daily, I'm taking profits, though. I mean, that's a monster move there, folks. Why'd we miss this? That's a 4,500% move. Okay, it's probably because it's not on Coinbase. It's on one of those exchanges. Wow. Holy shit. Okay, this is a name I'd want to buy a pullback on the daily into. When the stochastic gets back down here, okay, if that comes back down to a penny, okay, eat that up. But that looks real interesting. I'm not going to add it to our watch list because it's not on Coinbase and I can't buy it. But if you get a pullback on this thing, if the stochastic comes back down here on the daily, that's going to be your entry. Here's Brett. No idea. No clue on that one. HDX, okay, coming on back down. So this is a good example here. This one's not on Coinbase either. But again, pulling back now into the 50. So once it gets back down here to the 50, that's going to be when we want to take our entry. So this one is a good setup. It's setting up nicely. Okay, we're not there yet. Either we need a green dot, the stochastic on the floor, or we need to be around this 50 week to take our entry. Okay, I'm not catching a falling knife here. Okay, wait for one of those signals. CSM, okay, looks like a pump and dump. Monster move there. I'm not touching it. Look at that. It's about to collapse. Okay, set a stop loss at 0.02. I think if you're holding this one, though, you're doing yourself a disfavor. Okay, look at that. Okay, everything's pointing down. That red dot's coming here pretty soon, too. Okay, look at the last move. Boom. Up. Flush. Okay, same thing here. Nice consolidation off the 50 there, though. That was a good setup. Bang. Rip. Okay, here's TEER. Another name, doesn't have a lot of liquidity in it. Not on Coinbase. But stop loss is going to be right there at 78. Okay, stochastic looks like it's just now turning the corner. So I'd actually move your stop loss up probably to about $1. Make sure it holds $1. You're risking about 28% to the downside there. KNIT, all these like no-name altcoins. Okay, not bad. I mean, these are definitely ones that could do the rippity-dippity, but I don't have any of these fancy exchanges. I just use Coinbase. Here's the green dot here on the weekly. Boom, doing the ripski. Okay, set a stop loss at 76 on that one. Here's POND. This one's moving pretty nicely. Okay, stochastic just now turning the corner again. I want to buy when the stochastic is closer to 0. Okay, but that one looks like it wants some continuation. I think you trade the daily on this one. Again, the daily is still very overextended, just like it was up here. At 2 cents, what did it do? It pulled back. Okay, when we're back up here, this is when we're looking to take profits. Once again, not looking to be greedy. Here's CFG. CFG's got to stop at 64. We got the green dot a few weeks ago. This one's a hold still. Okay, got some continuation going. Okay, that one's not on Coinbase either. Here's StoreJ. This one looks good too. Okay, stop loss. Let's get into the daily here. Okay, just grinding up here. So 59's our stop on this. Okay, that's where we wicked out there on the bottom of this week. But look at that. Got some room to go there. So again, holding this one here. That one's actually on Coinbase too. So I'm going to add that one to the altcoin watch list. Okay, again, selling when that thing gets back up there closer to the dotted line. I got to stand back up, fellas. This is killing me. Ah! Unify protocol. This one's on Coinbase too. Okay, this one's also a hold. They wicked it down. They got all the stops out. And now this thing wants to continue here. So again, looking to take profits when that comes back up there. I think we'll be closer at 100 when that happens. So I think the meat of the move is going to happen this week and next week, folks. Either the end of this week or next week's going to be our week to take profits. I believe that. I believe we're going to see some serious buy action this week just based on what these charts are looking like, especially on the daily, okay, in the shorter term time frame. Because the top of the wave's coming. Like, we're not close on Unify yet, but it's coming. Right? 3-4 weeks, this thing's going to be up here. Okay? What happens when we're up there? That's when we hit the top, and then we pull back. And then we get the entry opportunity again off the 50. Rip. Rinse and repeat all day long here, folks. Unify's still a hold. Here's ASTR. One that's coming down here. So this one actually looks good. Not for a buy just yet. It's not on Coinbase. But, again, once it comes back down here, okay, we cashed out the trade, right? Saw our red dot. Cashed out the trade. Boom. Come on back down to 10 now. Okay, drop 50, 60%. Correct. That's what it's called. It is called a correction. Okay, correct on back down. Okay, boom. And then bounce. That's what we're wanting. That's what we're wanting to do. All freaking day long here, folks. All day long. This one's going to set up really nice. Okay, it's not on my watch list because I can't buy it on my exchange, but this one's going to set up probably in the next 3-4 weeks. Here's Boba. Also on Coinbase. Nice move here. So, in on the daily here. Okay, you're getting close. I'm selling the next red dot that comes. I get in here, right-click down here, set this to a small red dot, and then notify yourself. Okay, it'll send you an email. Okay, when that happens. Okay, if you guys have TradingView, it'll send you an email when this happens, when you get the sell alert. The sell alerts, again, are the red dots on the daily. You could use the daily red dots as sell points. I think that's a great strategy as well. Okay, I personally like this up here. Okay, so when that red dot comes, in my opinion, this wave is going to be closer to 100. It will be. Okay, and how much more meat is on that bone? I mean, this was a massive 24 up to 73. I mean, you're talking about a 150, almost 200% gain there. Okay, nice trade. Now go find the next one. Here's Step. This one's going up on the list. Okay, up there with Intel today. Okay, beautiful setup here. Let me actually call this one out for y'all over here. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Look at that. Rip, 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 rip. Okay, I got to stop at 5 cents on that. That's a real nice setup. Again, look at a sell when that stochastic gets back up there at 100. Okay, daily chart. Looks like it wants to go here. Okay, I don't know what this thing does. It's not on Coinbase, but that's a nice looking setup there at 0.05. Whew! We're getting close, folks. Atlas, another altcoin ecosystem token, blasting off here. I'm a holder of this name. Okay, stop loss, probably move it. Let's look at the daily for that. Okay, stop loss is right there at 0.06. Okay, it's got a green dot on the daily too. And again, I'd be looking to sell when this stochastic gets back up there at 100. I think that's going to be the top of the wave for all of these names we're looking at, folks. The top of the macro weekly wave. Okay, and then we're going to get a reversal. Very interesting that the Fed meeting is this week too, and we're coming into what looks like the top of the waves. You know, the start of the correction for a lot of these names. Here's SDN. This one looks good here, sitting right near the 50. Stop loss is currently 30. Okay, again, this is going to move to the downside. It's not on Coinbase, but this one don't look bad. I'd enter off the next green dot on the weekly on this. Here's Samo. Nice move on this. That one's got some meat on the bone too. Another dog coin here. Okay, watch this one here, folks. Okay, watch this one here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw this one over here. Okay, that one's a freebie for you. Samo, it's not on Coinbase, of course, but or is it? Nope. It's on Gemini, Kraken, probably Binance, not even Binance. MEXC Global, I guess. But this one looks really good. Nice setup here. Again, breakout above it, pull back into it. That's our prime time setup. Green dot. I mean, that's a money setup there, folks. That's money. Okay, this one looks really good. Really good. It's a dog coin, too. So that's what's trending right now, right? Dodge and Shiba and all this stuff. You're a little late. I would have liked you to call this out last week when we got the green dot, but I don't think you're too late. Okay? You're late, but you're not too late. So stop loss on this for a trade is 0.01. I'm going to call it 0.01 there. Okay, and that weekly chart looks like it wants to continue. A lot of meat on that bone. A lot of meat on that bone. Here's QI. QI looks good, too. Another AVAX ecosystem token. Let's move the stop loss up there to about 1.019. Okay, daily chart, once again, what they do? They flushed it. Nice correction there, bull flag. Green dot on the daily looking good. I'm looking to sell this one when the daily stochastic gets back up there at the dotted line. Okay, or the weekly. Okay, the weekly more importantly. Okay, we'll see how this thing moves this week, but that is a bullish pattern there on QI. Another AVAX ecosystem token. ASM we covered, but that one's sitting right on the 50, and the stochastic's down there on the floor. I like this one here. Okay, I like this one with a stop loss at 0.03. I'd be a buyer of this. Okay, I'm going to move that one up as well, and I'm going to set a stop loss at 0.03 though. Like you gotta hear what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like if 0.03 that yellow line breaks, I'm wrong on the trade. We're wrong on the trade if that happens because you're gonna get some sell pressure if that happens. But what I'm looking at on the weekly is a nice pullback right into our 50, stochastic on the floor. I just want to make sure that 0.03 level holds. So I'm entering here off the dailies, right, with a stop loss at 0.03. Okay, playing a bounce here. See if it comes. That's an ugly red candle though on the monthly. We'll see if they suck it back up. Okay? We'll see if they suck it back up. Again, if you're going to play this, you got to use a stop loss at 3 cents. It has to happen. ALCX. Nice bounce there as well. I'm a holder of this name. Again, more meat on that bone there, folks. More meat on that bone. Okay, Fetch AI, I'm taking profits. Okay, this is going to move here tomorrow. It's going to be hitting 100 just like it did back here in November. Okay, again, that's where we generally want to take profits, up in this area. Okay, who cares if it goes a little bit more? Okay, we're going to buy the pullback, and then we're going to sell the Ripsky. Okay, bottom of the wave we're buying, top of the wave we're selling. I'd be a seller at FET here. I've been a seller for the last couple weeks. Okay, we're getting pretty close there on the daily too on FET. Don't let them pump. I see Twitter pumping this thing up, dude. Twitter's just pumping it up. Okay, again, don't get caught in this. You don't want to hold through this. You don't want to hold through this. This is like a 4-month span of your money just going down or going nowhere. We want our money to be going up, folks. We don't want it to be coming down or going sideways. We want to be buying these waves. Buy the wave, okay? Buy the wave, sell the wave. Buy the wave, sell the wave. GMT. GMT's setting up here for something. I don't know what it is, but 22 cents is our stop. Okay, that's a nice candle from last week. You could even move it up. Just call it 20 cents on the stop loss. Okay, 20 cents. Nice round, even number. Okay, and again, looking good here. Got the golden cross there. Pull back. There's the double bottom. Bottom, up. Okay, rip, rip. CKB. Profit taking. Get out. Get out right now. Okay, get out. Quit being greedy. Sell. SLP. Break it out over the 50, but where are we at? Boom. Not buying up here. Wait for the pullback here, folks. That's it for today's video. Again, if we can get this to 25, what was it, 50 likes? Let me go back down here. 50 likes, $100 worth of Bitcoin, 75 likes on the video, $250 worth of Bitcoin, and 100 likes, I'll give away a freaking trading indicator here. If you don't want to wait to get the trading indicator, just come over here to the resources tab and download it today. Folks, we got a free trading course. We got all our trading rules that we talked about today, the cheat sheet. Everything that we covered is over here in the Discord. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me at overkill@overkillinvesting.club. I'd be happy to take care of you. If you're a member, you can also chime in the chat here and connect with more members and like-minded investors just like ourselves. And that's what it's all about, folks. It's all about the community. We're just going to keep pumping it up, folks. We are the Spartan Army. We are the Overkill Army, folks. We're here to take over. We're not here to participate. We're here to dominate. And I'm going to leave it with that. Y'all have a good weekend. I love y'all. I'll see you Wednesday. Peace.